All right. Let's get this party started. How about that? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our 4th annual New Jersey BIA Women's Leaders Program. We are so excited. Our 4th annual, and every year this has only gotten bigger and better. I'm Michele, Siekerka, President and CEO of the New Jersey Business and Industry Association, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you here this morning. Now, before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about state of the case, where we are in New Jersey today, since last year when we last met. And 2017 to 2018 has been a very interesting time in the state of New Jersey. Of course, we had the Me Too movement. Everyone's aware of that. Pay equity is now the law in the state of New Jersey. 38% of 358 newly created or vacant Fortune 500 board seats went to women in 2017, a 10% increase over 2016, and the largest increase since this survey's been done. That's huge. But we know there's still much to be done because, sorry men, but men hold 78% of the Fortune 500 seats. And we know why we're here today. Gender diversity is so important in the C-suite and the boardroom because we know, and studies and research tell us, that companies that have more women at the top have a 41% better return on equity than those that don't. That makes economic sense. So last year, I asked you to take a moment and look up and envision that we would shatter the ceiling. And I would tell you at the end of last year's event, as the day went on and we all regrouped at the end of the day, I looked up and I certainly saw a lot of cracks in that ceiling, for sure. And it was because of the tremendous energy and motivation of the people who were there. And that creates momentum. And that momentum has continued over this past year, and it's going to continue today. And then we're going to leave here today and we're going to carry it forward. This is part of the process, and we will continue to build this process. And let me just say, let there be no mistake about it. These actions, your actions, what we all do together is absolutely moving the needle and making a difference here in the state of New Jersey and in all of our communities. And I thank you for all of that. But today we are here to talk about empowerment and empowering together. There are 2 aspects to our actions today. Number 1, what's in it for you? How do we make it happen for us? Number 2, what are we doing to pass it on to others? First, what's in it for you? Because it all starts with you. One person, how do you make a difference? But first, you got to make sure that you are set to make that difference. And that's all about self-empowerment. Self-empowerment is about taking control of our own lives, our own decisions, making choices that are right for us and for the people around us. It basically means we have to understand our strengths and weaknesses, have self-awareness for everything that we do, confidence, and most important, with that confidence, act with intention. It's so important to have intention in everything we do because that's how we make a difference. So where do we find this intention? Right now, we're going to take a moment, we're going to reach inside ourselves, we're going to unlock that intention, and we're going to unlock our own ability to be self-empowered today. Because if we don't do it for ourselves first, we can't help anybody else. So, rumor has it that there's this power center inside of all of us, and it's located about 2 fingers below your belly button. And I'm going to ask you for just a moment to take yourself there, and I'm going to ask you to envision a grain of sand. Now, as you travel through the day today, I'm going to ask you to revisit that power center. As you meet new people, as you fill your head with new information, as you feel inspired, as you inspire someone else, go back and just think about that grain of sand. And I know that when we all come back this afternoon, every one of us is going to have cultivated a beautiful pearl from that grain of sand. Because that's the power and energy that you have today, and that's the power and energy that you are going to release today. And you'll notice on your tables, just to remind you, there's this nice little centerpiece with a little bit of sand and some really pretty pearls, okay? So this is so important. And when you do this, realize that just like no 2 grains of sand are alike, nor are any 2 pearls. So that self-awareness, when you celebrate how you've cultivated today, also celebrate how you did it with your own uniqueness, because every single one of us is going to do it in a different way, and that needs to be celebrated. So now that we've positioned ourselves, because we've got that center of energy and we know where that power center is and we're going to cultivate it all day, now it's equally important that we talk about how do we pass that on to others. And that's the spirit of today. This theme was with intent, empowering together. How do we together share and communicate and lift each other up? True empowerment is doing it together. It's motivating others to grow, to aspire. It's to give them the resources that they need. It's to build their confidence. It's to be there to help them along the way. And most important, after you've given them those things, is to hold them accountable for their actions, but be there to pick them up and dust them off if they make a mistake every once in a while, but remind them what it means in order for them to be a decision maker in their own right. And so today, I'm going to ask each one of you, not only when you leave today to remember your own center of power, but with intent to go identify at least one other person that you are going to empower, that you are going to make a decision maker out of in their own right, that you're going to give them the resources that they need, and you're going to be there to help them along the way, and you're going to help them to achieve a goal, because when you work with them collectively, we're all going to benefit from that. My two asks today: empower yourself and empower each other, and go away from here and empower someone else. Now, we know the Women Business Leaders Forum and our network through the year, we're all about building hardcore leadership skills, and make no doubt about it, empowerment and self-empowerment is absolutely a leadership skill, because leaders become great not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others, and that's what we are going to do today. So now, I need to ask you all, are you ready? Are you ready to be inspired? Yes. Are you ready to be motivated? Yes. Are you ready to be enabled and engaged? Yes. Are you ready to be educated? Yes. Are you ready to take action? Yes. And are you ready to be held responsible? Yes. And my friends, because you all say yes, I know that together we are going to be empowered, and we are going to empower together. So welcome to the forum. Let's have an awesome day. And your goal for today is be awesome.